started cutting hair back when I was in middle school. So I was self-taught. Back before there was YouTube, I had to do everything myself. Just by looking at pictures and just elaborating on people what they wanted in their hairstyle. Man, it takes a lot. It's more than just cutting hair. It's a lot of science behind it because everybody's hair is different, different texture, different allergic reactions to the skin, to chemicals, and yeah, it's deep. When we had a big layoff in my job, I started thinking if I was to get laid off, do I want to keep on doing what I'm doing now as a valve technician, or do I want to pursue something that I love doing, which is cutting hair?
When I think of my dad, I think of a hardworking person who hasn't let go of his childlike qualities. We've seen his passion growing up in that he would always be cutting someone else's hair like every weekend. He would just have clients coming in and out. What inspires me about my dad is he's very strong-minded and how far he's bounced back.
I dropped out of high school at I was 17. Had my first child when I was 16, so I had to go out there and get a job and start working. I believe I completed all the way to the 10th grade. Got my GED back in 2013. Started working when I was 16 and been working ever since. I work a regular job from 7 o'clock to 3:30, and then I attend barber class from 4 o'clock to 9 p.m. during the week. Yeah, it is tough managing a regular job and going to school at the same time. I start feeling around Wednesday, Thursday is when I start feeling the weight of going to school and going to work at the same time. I regret not going earlier in my life to barber college, but everything happens for a reason. I guess you could say I accomplished a lot and had a family, did my best that I can, and still going, still growing. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself, just keeping focused on going to work and going to school. It is tough and it is very hard, and I commend everybody that does it, I tip my hat off for everybody. You can't move forward if you're stuck in the same place. Yeah, keep going.
Sí, sí estoy orgullosa de mi hijo, porque pues yo he visto que él le ha echado ganas en todo, así como ha tenido trabajos, sigue el firme a querer subir más arriba y pues gracias a Dios sigue adelante.
My favorite memory cutting hair when I first cut my friend's hair, Edward. I gave him a fresh chili bowl. It's just a guideline all the way around, and I walked off, and by the time I got to the corner of his quarter sack, he called me back screaming, "Come back, come back." And so I went back to his house. He showed me, you have to make this line blend in, which is a fade. So you got to make the abstract, kind of like an effect, make it blend in, like look kind of blurry. That's what you call a fade. It took me about 3 hours to do. That was my first time knowing what a fade was. I knew how to cut hair, just cut it. I didn't know how to fade back then, so. I just recently got my license December 5th, 2022. Probably start off working at a barbershop or eventually open up in a barbershop. I'm very proud. I didn't, without a doubt in myself, and I achieved it. It's never too late to pursue something you're passionate about, something you love doing and realistically achievable. By putting in hard work and staying positive, it's not easy achieving goals. Yes, you might run into bumps along the way by obstacles in life. You just have to be determined in achieving. Tupac once said, if you believe, then you can achieve. Just look at me. And one last thing, a goal without action is just a dream.